Hey y'all, it's a new week at the Hyatt house and it's also Halloween. Of course, we know we are haunted, so we will see if today Captain Hyatt has any special tricks or treats up his sleeve for us. The guys are still in there. They are still scraping and sanding. Gio is working on the handrails, so we'll go check that out. And I'm gonna focus my attention on paint. So no sign of Captain Smith just yet. In fact, so far, the scariest thing that's happening is this paint color. We dodged a bullet, y'all. So I have had a paint color in mind from the get-go. I was ready to order kitchen cabinets that color. I was ready to bulk order paint. And I knew I needed to try just a little bit of it first. And thank goodness I did, because it was bad. So this color right here is scary. It's turning very yellow. So today, no matter what we had planned, today is all about paint color. Because I told you last week, we got to get these kitchen cabinets on order, and I can't do that until I pick a paint color. So we may have to go to Sherwin-Williams here in a little bit and get some more samples. Happy Halloween. I don't know if you can see, this is the wall color. It's alabaster. I like it. It's a little creamy. It's not a stark white. Here you can see the primer and the alabaster. So it's just a little soft white. This is Oyster Bar. I really thought it was gonna be great, but in some lights, it goes really, really gold. It's just, it's just flat and ugh. So, ugh is a very scientific design term, ugh. So we're gonna pick some more colors, go get some more of these little color to-goes over here and find the right shade. I am going for a colonial look, which would be white or cream walls, white or cream ceiling, and color on the trim. Now, in a colonial or revolutionary type house, typically the color would be a little more vibrant than this. You'd have more contrast, but I'm trying to appeal to the masses here. So we're gonna keep it kind of neutral, but we are not going with Oyster Bay. Meanwhile, Gio is tackling this handrail, these pickets, and the stairwell in general. And he is getting that thing smooth. I don't know what we do without Gio. We see where we are. We're at Sherwin-Williams. We're gonna try some other colors. We're gonna try natural and see if maybe there's something else to try. Again, I like the alabaster on the walls. It's the trim color, but there's a lot of trim, and trim is really important in this house, so we gotta get the right shade. All right, update. So I picked up 2 new colors. This one over here is Urban Putty, and it's terrible. Don't even look at it. Ugh. It's almost as bad as Oyster Bar, maybe worse. This is Natural. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. So I think I gotta go one more iteration. So I told you last week that I had a really amazing woodworker, David, replicate our door and window trim. And here are all the bundles. Here's some pieces. It's actually 2 pieces. He made it. So this is the thick part, and then see that little bit of trim that goes on the outside. So we've brought it all over here to the house. We're gonna get it in the house. All these pieces, all these sticks, and we're gonna start framing up what is missing. Like that cased opening in the main bedroom, and a few other new doors that we've put in. So we've got trim. You saw Jesus working downstairs, and this is what he's working on, this cased opening in the main bedroom. We actually have 3 pieces here. So this piece, which is just like a 1x, this actually came from the house. So originally there was a little tiny baseboard that was original to the house. And then somebody had put a 1x in front of it. It's still pretty old wood. So we took those off and we are repurposing them and using them for the door or the case opening. And then this is that trim that we had David make for us. It's actually 2 pieces. Here's the big piece, and then the little piece goes on top of it. You can see maybe there that it's 2 pieces. So that's gonna go, that goes all the way around on this side. And then there's 1 piece. We're starting it on this side. And when we're all done and it's all caulked and painted, it's gonna look like it's been here forever. If you stand here, you can see. So that's our old trim and that's our new trim. And they are very, very close. We've got some great craftsmen locally that can help with things like this. So much better than just putting a different trim that doesn't match the rest of the house. Okay, I think we have a winner. To recap, that's the oyster bar. There's also an oyster bay. It's not that, it's oyster bar. We tried urban putty and natural downstairs, and I decided to just take a step back and start fresh. And I went with a color that I've used before, and that's this here. It's got a little gray, it's got a little green, it's got a little taupe. Still love the alabaster, which is our wall color. So we're gonna let this dry, but I think we have a winner. It's a new day, and we're doing the same old things. Gio, there he is poking his head out. He made it all the way down from the top of the 3rd floor all the way down. He got this handrail sanded really smooth. It was really, really pitted with lots of layers of paint. And he's got this ready to go. I'm still confirming some paint colors. I think we're like 100% or as close to 100% as we're gonna get. Let's see, in here, priming windows, scraping mantels, and back here, I'm trying out paint in the wooden room. We're gonna go a little darker back here. So we're gonna go with this dark green, which ironically, I did not do this on purpose, but it is almost identical to the colors of the mudroom. I painted these 2 boards with that new stuff, and it's almost identical purely by accident. So I don't know if this room's gonna stay this color or if it's gonna be a light shade. Not positive on that one yet. The other thing that I love is, so we're planning on going with this color on the trim. It's a nice, very subtle green, and it's kind of reminiscent of this green that we're finding pretty deep on the trim. So we're not going back exactly like it would have been years ago, but pretty close. All right, guys, I told you we were close, super close on our trim color. The trim color is also our cabinet color, and before I ordered a boatload of kitchen cabinets and bathroom cabinets and laundry room cabinets, I decided to head over here to Lee Barefield Counterstones and look for countertops, because I thought, what if I order all these cabinets and then I'm like, ugh, none of these countertops work. But we found one. We found several, but this is the one I'm leaning toward. I don't have to make that decision today. I just know that there are options. Today, we are working on mantels. And as it is right now, that mantle is almost level, but it looks super crooked. So now you come to that question, do you hang it level or do you hang it to look level? Or do you split the difference? The other thing to consider is we're gonna tile in here, and if it's level, but this leg is not the same as this leg, then our tile's gonna look even more level, unlevel. So that is our challenge for today. And once we sort this one out, we'll have 3 more to sort out. All right, so we took the screws out, we moved it down. It's now sitting on the floor on both sides, and it looks level. It's crooked because the floor is crooked, but it looks level. And these legs of tile are the same length. So when we tile that, you won't have like 1/8 of an inch of tile on one side and 1.5 inches on the other. So we're gonna put it right back the way it was, resting on the ground and crooked. All right, so this is the mantel in the second bedroom. And if you look in that fireplace, somebody has coated this with almost like a concrete, and it's in really good shape. It needs to be cleaned and then probably painted, but it's in good shape. Now let's go to the other bedroom. All right, this one had that same concrete, but it was peeling and chipping and big chunks were gone. So we knocked it all off to see what we found. And of course we found this old brick. Now that brick needs a lot of attention. It's got some stains and it's pretty gnarly looking in places, but I think that it can be beautiful. So we're probably gonna get some uric acid on there, get it good and cleaned, and then maybe put like a clear coat on it so that it doesn't continue to be crumbly. But we've got the second mantle hung. We're gonna work on that. Remember, we're gonna tile all of this. I don't know what we're gonna do on these actual hearths. They are concrete. Don't know yet. We've got 4 of them to deal with, so we'll have to make that decision once we start figuring out our tile. But I like this little bit of brick that's gonna be exposed here. All right, we're working on the door. This is the door that's gonna hang there. It was originally in the parlor downstairs. And Jesus has cut the trim pieces, and we're gonna get them installed. Okay, I got distracted and missed them doing this side. But that's okay, we're gonna go out here. We've still gotta put the trim on the other side. All right, folks, it's Friday. We are wrapping up a really interesting week here. So we picked paint colors and we confirmed kitchen cabinets. I think we've confirmed tile and maybe even countertops as well. But the big thing that we were doing is trim. These windows are almost done. There's a few little places we're missing some pieces. We've got mantels going in. We are framing out doors. We are playing musical doors and moving doors around, but we have got lots happening. So I'm glad you're here. Make sure that you are subscribing and come back soon to see what's happening at the Hyatt house.